Are you doing everything you think you're supposed to do in real estate, but it still feels like you are invisible because you're posting, you're answering messages, watching other agents online that are successful and you want to imitate them. You're trying to stay consistent. You're trying downloading templates and listening to podcasts like this, watching webinars and still wondering, why is this not turning into actual clients for me? Yes, I know it's frustrating. And if we're being honest, it can make you start questioning yourself. You start thinking maybe you're not good at marketing. Maybe you're too late. Maybe the space is too crowded, or everyone else has some secret that they're not letting you in on. But most of the time, that's not the real problem. The real problem is you have a disconnected system. You have pieces, but not the total picture. All of your pieces are not working together. And that's why you're feeling like you're consistently chasing. So if you're struggling in real estate right now, I want to share the 5 things that I use that completely transformed my business. I'm going to give you them from number 5 to number 1. And these are actionable items. They are tools that I use in my business every day. And I've grown my business from nothing to over $110 million in sales in less than 7 years. The actual tools and systems that I use in my real estate business that guided me to stop chasing every lead by hand and start attracting customers who already know me, trust me, and want to work with me. My name is Robyn Cavallaro. I'm an active realtor in the Villages, Florida, and the founder of this podcast, Stop Chasing, Start Attracting, and the new Agent Authority Lab group coaching training program. All of my content that I put out are tips and strategies that I've used in my business, and I'm giving you the playbook. If you listen and follow along, I'm going to have conversations with you like we were sitting around having a cup of coffee and talk about strategy. That's what you can expect at this channel. So I built my business using content, video, systems, and authority, not cold calling strangers every day. It did take time. In the beginning, I was chasing after everything. I will not mislead you. And it was frustrating. It was confusing. And it was thinking, where am I going now? So let's get into the 5 things that transformed my real estate business. Number 5 is my email newsletter. Now, I'm going to show you how to grow that email newsletter in number 1, but this is something you need to start to lay the groundwork. Your email newsletter is your constant touch with your sphere of influence. It's not Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Those are avenues for you to reach, but you need to hold this asset close because, and I'm sure you've probably heard this for many years, social media platforms are borrowed. You are renting the space. You do not own it because at any given time, for whatever reason, your channel, your profile can be shut down by the platform. And you may get it back. You may have to fight to get it back. But in the meantime, you need to have an asset which you control and you can constantly reach your customers. And that's an email newsletter. Now, there are many different products out there. And they're all different price levels. If you're just beginning, many of them are free. I started years and years ago, I used MailChimp and then I let it go when I really got out of owning my own restaurant. But then when I got into real estate in Florida, I had a Squarespace website. So I started to use Squarespace email because it was inexpensive and it was right there. MailChimp was definitely an option, but I found it to be a little pricey and I wasn't willing to spend money in the beginning because I had none. So you keep control. I want to say you control the narrative, but when you have a new home tour, you have a new listing, you have a new topic, a new store opening up, you can send this out in your email newsletter and your followers will be happy when they see your email arrive in their box. My daughter now creates the content and handles managing my email newsletter. Her name is Savannah Daigle. If anyone is interested in hiring her, you can message me and I'll get you in contact with her. But she's told me of all of her clients, my newsletter has the highest open rate, which is over 50%, and 30 to 40% click something in that email. So they're engaged in your content and they're engaged in you. And that's what you want. You have to control your customer, not physically control it, but you want to make sure that if your YouTube channel or if your Facebook channel were to be shut down, how do you reach your sphere? And it's through your email newsletter. And there are so many different, like I put video on there. You can add articles, informative articles. You can put a post, what's going on in the neighborhood, how to reach you. All of that content will resonate in an email newsletter. So if you do not have an email newsletter, I would get on that right away. And that's something, you could get the bones of it, create a template, and then you can schedule them out, which is great because then you don't have to touch it every week. Maybe just add a couple tweaks. Number 4, and this is going to be probably for a bit of a more advanced user just because of the expense, but I have 2 programs that I schedule my content for. Could be text, print, images, and video. I use Buffer. That may be one platform that you only need, and I'll tell you about Opus Clips and why I use it. Buffer, I can schedule. I have a plan. I think it was about I forget what it is. I think it was about $300. And this taping, I am recording this on July 6th, 2026. Just so you can put this into reference if you're watching this a year from now. But I was able to connect 4 of my platforms. I have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and my Google business page. So I have 5 platforms connected to Buffer. And I create content, I load it into Buffer, and I can schedule it out. And it'll hold them there so you can go back and forth. Oh, hey, I want to post that again. And it's sitting in one of your files on Buffer, and you just schedule it out to where you want to go. You schedule the frequency in the amount of posts that go to each platform. It's a really easy to use software. In the link below, I do have an affiliate link for Buffer, Opus Clips, and some of the other things we might be talking about today. So you want to click on that, and I may make a couple bucks. But Buffer for your social media posts. If you only need one, I would go with Buffer. I also have Opus Clips. Now, Opus Clips allows me to add captions to my short form video. I'll upload it directly from my phone into Opus. And also it'll take your long form content and cut it into short form segments based on, 30, I think you can do 30 to 90. I pretty much do 90 to 3 minutes, but you can do it at different levels. And then you go through, you can edit out the pieces, add text that you need, and schedule it. So that for me was a godsend. Once I started to use Opus Clips in December of 2025 and started really pushing content out onto TikTok and Facebook, my business really grew. I could see the amount of engagement that I was getting. My Facebook page became monetized. So in addition to passive income on YouTube, I also am receiving some income monthly from Facebook, which every little bit counts. So I find this very helpful. And for the engagement alone, I have received, I can't quantify it because I don't keep track all the time, but I'm getting hundreds and thousands of engagements and views on Facebook. But you have to post meaningful content. I post content that resonates, that people are interested in listening to, not just big flashy posts. And we'll talk about that in the Agent Authority Lab. We're going to take a break and discuss that program. I have created a training for realtors by a realtor. I have 2 levels, and the doors will open in a couple of weeks. There will be a short freebie seminar for you to sit in and on and teach a very impactful subject. And then we get into the meat of the Agent Authority Lab, and you can register then. But I have 2 levels. One, we'll do for both levels, it's a 6-week training, 1 hour live Zoom call. And we have 6 different topics. You have 15 minutes at the end of each class to ask questions, and I will give you an assignment each week, and then we'll discuss it and talk about any challenges. Once you upgrade to the inner circle, you get the same 6-week training with a few bonuses, a half an hour entry into the room prior to the class each week with one-on-one time with me, and also a bonus 7th session that we can address everyone's issues and concerns and challenges, as well as an Agent Authority platform audit. That is also included in the inner circle. You will feel much more confident about posting video and being a realtor, and how to set yourself apart and become that local authority when you're done with the Agent Authority Lab. If you're interested, you can pass this on to your brokers. It is virtual. I do these classes in person as well, and specifically just for your brokerage, if that's what you're interested in doing. But just email me, agentauthority@robyncavallaro.com, and I'll get you on the list as soon as the program opens. You'll be in. And I'm limiting it to 12 students per class. This isn't going to be a large class. I want to make sure everyone gets value and they're able to execute the items that we discuss in the class with confidence at the end. All right. So we just got done talking about number 4 was scheduling. The program I use, Buffer and Opus Clips. And again, I said this might be a little bit more advanced, but it's something to keep on the back burner. Or if you were already posting, you want to make sure that you keep yourself organized so you're not missing spots within the day and the week where you're not getting content out, because pushing out valuable content you will definitely see traction in your business. So number 3, I use a program called Calendly, and that allows my viewers to book time with me. I've created several different events for my viewers to book time with me, but number 1 is a relocation planning call. And because in my market, people are researching to move here for years, and even in your market, they're researching to move across town, into the state, into the county. I talk about it. I post a video, say, hey, let's get on a relocation planning call. This is a 20-minute call where we discuss your needs, your wants, your concerns, and how we can work together. It works beautifully. They click the button, they book the time that's convenient for their schedule. It drops into my Google Calendar with all of their information, and I love it. The second item I offer in a Calendly booking is a campus tour. Now, I used to let viewers book the campus tour and a home shopping tour without a gate, and I had to stop because there were a couple of weeks back in March of 2026 that I had 8 people book a campus tour, which is 2 hours, and then getting in front where I was out of pocket for almost 20 hours that week, just giving people a ride, a community orientation to my market, which is 20 miles from one end to the other, but it took up a lot of time and it backed me up. So what I do now is they have to get that planning call first. Once they get in that planning call, then I will send them the link to book a campus tour. And if they're ready to actually start to purchase, we book a home tour that blocks off 4 hours on the schedule. But think about ways that you can provide value to your viewers and make it easy for them as well. So getting on a planning call, not making them fill out a questionnaire where they need to answer questions. I want to talk with them. I want to start to bond with them because they're going to have questions and I'm going to have questions that we're having in this conversation that might be missed if you're doing it in a written questionnaire. So think about letting your potential customers, book a call to discuss their needs. They will love you for it, and it's a great bonding experience. And I used Calendly to do that. That is a paid service. I think I pay about $130 a year for that. Number 3, posting images is great, but video is where it's at. If you want to start to build trust with your potential customers, you need to create video, long form, short form, 60-second, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes on a topic. Or if you're not comfortable, start out with short form video, 60 to 90 seconds, one topic. I do go over this in the Agent Authority Lab about how to effectively use video for your business. Long form, short form video. That's how you build your channel and you will start to make some passive income on YouTube. And number 1, website that I have added the IDX feed. My MLS feed is on my website with my CRM. And I have probably 4,000 people who are looking to buy research in any shape or form on my website. I get to follow what they're checking out. I can send them notes. I have them set up on a drip can. I'm not going to go into details because it's lengthy, but you go to my website, you can sign up for my newsletter, and you can start searching for your home on my website. You have to enter your name, your email address, your phone number. I allow them to the site has the ability to set up a search, specific area. They can get market reports. They can do all the searching they can check out on Zillow, but it's on my website. So now I can see what they're looking for. I have drip campaigns set up. So once they get into the system, I start to systematically send them out messages via text and email. Some of them include homes that just came on the market that fit their criteria. Some are videos that I've created. And I've done that for buyers who are looking. Once they go under contract, there is a drip campaign for set up at a 30-day close for them. If it's a seller, I guide them through that process through video, what they can expect, contract to close. And then also for home buyers that have already purchased from me. It is invaluable. My business exploded 3 years ago when I put the MLS feed on my website and started telling everyone in my videos, hey, before you start researching, check out my website. You can guide your search right there. I can see everything that you're doing and we can interact. And it is the perfect way for you to set up time to look at homes right on my website. Transform worth every penny I spent having my website redone. Because I did my own website in the beginning. I've done them before. I have a Squarespace website. And Kristen Wiesa of KW Design is my web designer. There's a link below for her as well. And IDX feed on your own website and make it look cute. Don't make it. I told my web designer, if you look at robyncavallaro.com, do not make my website look like every other realtor standing there with their arms crossed. So if you check it out, it's truly unique and it's memorable. And you need to set yourself apart from the rest. So with that said, my top 5 items. Number 5, your email newsletter. To recap, Number 2, social posting. I use Buffer and Campus and Opus Clips. Number 3, a scheduling tool to get your potential buyers and sellers to book time with you with Calendly. Create long form and short form video. And number 1 is a branded website with a CRM and your MLS feed on it. I'm Robyn Cavallaro. Don't forget, I agent authority at robyncavallaro.com to get information about when the doors open for that class, that workshop, that lab. And also, I have books on Amazon, Skip the 9 to 5, Getting into Real Estate for under 30, then Real Estate as Your Next Chapter, and also your first 12 deals. You want to get those on Amazon in print, Kindle, or an Audible. All right. Thank you for joining me on this podcast, Stop Chasing, Start Attracting. I'm Robyn Cavallaro. I will see you next time.